All right, we live, bro. We live. Okay, so let me see if I can do live on Instagram. We'll try it. I ain't too worried about IG. Okay, so welcome to Conversations with KFLO. I am KFLO. I got my guest Mario Patterson, aka Oowee.
Oowee.
Oowee. So Oowee, I said Oowee. Oowee, tell us a little bit about. I'm gonna say Mario because I'm used to saying Mario.
You can call me Mario, Oowee, whatever, it don't matter.
So tell me about yourself. You want to just tell me who you are, what you do, where you went
All
to
right.
school.
I am Mario Oowee Patterson. I go by the nickname Oowee. Went to Kimmel, graduated from Wilma Hutchins. Born and raised in Dallas, Oak Cliff, Texas. Living my life on purpose, with a purpose, in my purpose. And I am a minister at Disciple Central Community Church, DC3. I'm a Little League basketball coach, and I'm a professional chauffeur. Oh, and a poet.
And a poet.
And a poet, yeah.
You are
I'm a poet.
definitely a poet.
Yeah.
You are a poet. I flow a little bit sometimes. I ain't done nothing in a while. But if I can put pen to paper if I need to.
You might need to, because I heard your voice on a couple of shows ago, and I'm like, oh, she can sing too?
Oh, that's child. I grew up in church, so I couldn't help but to learn how to sing and hold the note. I didn't have a choice.
Look, I grew up in church. I can't sing at all, and I know that.
I didn't have a choice. I had my cousin was the choir director, and everybody had to sing. So Dennis White, shout out to him. He taught me how to do what I do, hold the note. You can follow me on Facebook and IG at Conversations with KFLO. And let's get into it. If you guys would like, share, tag people, because we finna get into it now. The Trump situation is going on right now. We're gonna try to get off of here kind of quick.
Yeah.
Because I want to watch it too. But we're about to get into some quick things, really, 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 really quick. The first thing I want to dive into is Trump. How you feel about what's going on, the situation? I am so looking forward to whatever they're gonna do tonight. I have been following this trial. I have been watching the people come out and speak against him and say, and I'm just like, there's no way that this guy can run for office again. I just can't see it happening. I just can't. What you think?
I agree. I don't think he should run again either. But I want to see the process, the due diligence that that they put so much effort in, to attack President Barack Obama, to attack President Joe Biden. I want to see if that same energy is the same when it's going with Donald Trump. The thing is I'm concerned about is there's so many people who are getting on board and coming together to tell this lie.
Mm-hmm.
And they doing it well. They are trying to tell this lie. A couple of his people done jumped off his team. But I got a funny feeling somebody gonna change their mind tonight and go back to their old ways.
You think?
I think so. That's why I want to watch it. This is better than the Super Bowl right now.
They already got like I think they've charged like 800 and something people already with stuff.
Yeah, but now we're going after the politicians.
Yeah.
We're going after the people that knew what was going on, that had information about what's going on, and that's what it is. It's a dereliction of duty. So that he knows what's going on, but didn't do a thing.
Right. And we haven't heard a peep out of him. He normally on Twitter and on a rampage, but I ain't heard nothing. He quiet as a mouse right now.
Yeah. It's a day. It's a day of judgment for them right now.
Judgment Day.
Hey man, it's going down. People are jumping off the boat. They throwing people up under the bus. People resigned. They knew that it was coming.
They knew it was coming.
I just want the process to work and show that that the Democrats have a force that they can be reckoned with, and they can put it down to make sure that this mistake never happens again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I call Trump. I came up with a name. I call it Trump and his rumps. And the rump stands for. The R is twofold: racist, radical, uneducated, misguided, primitive supporters.
Wow.
That's Trump and his rumps.
Yeah, you might want to put that on a t-shirt, KFLO.
Really? I'm not going to promote him.
Hey. Well, hey, I agree with
I
that.
say it. I post it everywhere.
I love your acronym.
'Cause that's exactly what they are.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get off of that. So let me see. How are you feeling about the Roe versus Roe v. Wade?
Oh man, that's a tough one. Because that's one solid solid topic that they always have. It's either about the Roe versus Wade, about abortion laws, about abortion clinics and things like that, whether you're either pro-life or pro-choice. And for them to overturn that, I think they did that in the midst of the confusion. And as we weren't aware, it kind of snuck up under the table and it happened, but it's here. But that only lets us know that if we are unaware, something can be going on behind closed doors, behind the curtain, a meeting before the meeting, and they can make some decisions without our knowledge.
Right.
And they did. And what it did was it triggered everything. It triggered Roe versus Wade and abortion. It triggered women's rights. It triggered civil rights. It triggered gay rights in some sort. Mm-hmm. It triggered, it even triggered interracial marriage. Mm-hmm. Because now we know that there's someone in this country that wants to go back so far in time that they are controlling our lives. Mm-hmm. They're for pro-life, but they're taking away choices. So,
I heard D.L. Hughley say today that some of those laws and stuff that are in the Roe v. Wade were from the 1930s, 1940s, right? Mm-hmm. So you setting us centuries back in time. And it's like they didn't consider like the little 10-year-old girl, right? Yeah. Like, how did y'all just not even consider incest and rape?
Yeah.
Right? Those are two things that happen, and they happen often. So you got this 10-year-old girl who got pregnant, who got, raped and had to travel all the way to, I think it was Indiana, to get an abortion. And it's just crazy to me. It's like somebody said, it's too many. It can't be all of y'all in one room. It can't be me and my family and then the whole government. He was like, that room is not big enough for all of y'all to fit. I need y'all to stay out of my vajayjay.
Yeah.
That's what I need y'all to do.
Yeah.
This is between me, my family, and the Lord. It don't have nothing to do with nobody else, and it's just crazy to me. And they were saying how was this law not I forget the word that they used, right? Why wasn't it stamped? Why didn't it have a seal on it where it couldn't be changed?
Yeah.
Because it's been there. That happened. I don't know what year it was passed.
It was like 67, something like that.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say close to somewhere around the 70s. Yeah. So for 30 some years, it's just been sitting there in limbo.
Yeah, and that's what they've been fighting for. You hear that in every election. Somebody is standing on that in every election. Mm-hmm. And at this time, I'm not saying that we took it for granted or whatever, but they found a loophole and they attacked it. They attacked the pocket. And so now what's happening is you're going to have people that have money traveling to other states to get an abortion. Mm-hmm. But don't fact check me on this, but I had heard something where they were saying like 65% of abortions are by white American women. Wow. And so what they're trying to do is conserve that white American. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that if something happens to a little girl like that, there has to be something, you know what I'm saying, that allows her to do that. But they're so strict on it right now, we don't know where it's going to go.
We don't know where it's going to go. And then here's my thing. What if you have somebody like Ted and Greg? What if they have a daughter and she gets, let's just say, because we know I'm going to say that they're racist. I think they're racist. But, what happens if their daughter, get raped to somebody by a Hispanic or a black man or whatever? You think they're going to want to keep that baby?
No, but they have enough money to go to another state to get care of
it. Exactly.
Yeah, but you know what? Every time they pass a law, every time they, have a bill that they have to decide on, they have to consider themselves and their families anyway. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But if you feel that way about your family and feel that you're so protected that, your white daughter won't go out and have a black baby, you know what I'm saying, as racist as your family is, mm-hmm. you really have to have a confidence to think that, it would never happen to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But, best advice my mom ever gave me was live on, keep living. You know mm-hmm. what I'm saying? You can't say what won't happen and never say never. You know what I'm saying? So I think in this situation, we're going to see some things that happen that we didn't think unfold, and I think they're going to see some things unfold that they thought would never happen.
Yeah, they really, because what they did was just kick the ball out from everybody,
Yeah,
and now you finna watch the stuff hit the fan, as they say.
yeah. I don't want to jump to the conclusion that you're a Democrat or that you have a all Democrat audience or whatever, but excuse me, because I am a Democrat, so a lot of my views are Democratic. So
Yeah, well, mine are too.
okay, well we agree.
I'm just for rights.
Yes, okay, me too.
I'm just for right. I'm just
Me
for
too.
the right of the people, and it seems to me that Republicans are not for the right of the people. They're for the right of themselves.
Yeah.
I guess that's why they call them right wing nuts.
I watch your show every week. You got a couple of nuggets like that every week. You're hilarious.
These right wing nuts. Okay, so let me see what else I want to talk about because I really want to watch this trial. I ain't trying to rush, but I really want to watch this trial.
Well, let me jump in on you. I know this is the KFLO show,
Yeah,
featuring Mario, but you notice how they got this Secret Service investigation going on because a lot of the information that the Secret Service acquired, they have omitted or they're trying to omit, and they're trying not to bring that to the light because the Secret Service sees everything and everybody. But now they're saying that, you shouldn't bring this because they already have a prior investigation going on. But I hope they bring that to the light, too.
I want them to bring Chester. I want them to bring Trump to justice just as they would if this was Obama.
Exactly.
Or, any other, president. I
agree.
I want them to lay down the law.
And that's what
they
they
not
fear.
get any special treatment.
That's what they fear. They fear that right now they're going to catch the wrath. The way they treated a Supreme Court justice, the way they treated, President Obama, Joe Biden, it's time. And they fear that. They fear that it's going to reverse and that's going to happen. And what's going to happen is, I think, they're all going to expose each other. It's going to be a dirty game of throwing each other under the bus. You say something. Joe Manchin was supposed to speak on trial tonight. And Joe Manchin waived all of his rights to speak. The whole time they were doing the investigation, he was saying, I'm going to talk about Nancy Pelosi, and I'm going to expose this, and I'm going to expose that. But yesterday, or was it today, he waived all of his rights with his attorney to speak on trial. So something is going on. Somebody's about to get exposed. And I don't know about you, but Olivia Pope and Papa Pope did something to old Joe Manchin.
Yes, man. I don't know what happened, but I'm excited about it. And I'm excited about it. I'm glad about it. Okay, so we got that. Let me see what else I want to talk about. How do you feel about the Uvalde shooting? I heard, I don't know if it was today or yesterday, and don't fact check me, but it was maybe 400 officers on location. I don't know if it was 4. I want to say, who is it? Hey, Stacy. I want to say 400. So if it was 400 officers on location and y'all let 21 people die, because they were scared of the AR-15s. They didn't approach because they knew that man had an AR-15. They themselves are afraid of AR-15s, but you will not put a ban on AR-15s. They're not asking you to ban all guns. I think, I'm not a gun owner, but I might have to give me a piece just the way, stuff is going. But at least who needs an AR-15 in their house? Nobody.
Yeah.
So I think it's very sad that they let this happen on whoever's watch. I hope this man retire or get fired. I don't know what his name is, but something needs to happen.
I don't know exactly how the process works, but I watch a lot of movies, and I always see the movie of the cop that gets in and he's ready and he's armed, he's ready, but he has to get clearance from another cop. And then he has to get clearance from another superior. And then he has to get clearance, and it goes all the way to the top. Now, let's say this was a school that was not full of Hispanic and black and white kids. Let's say this was a school in an affluent neighborhood where they were all white kids. How fast do you think they would have went in to take care of their business? How fast do you think they would have apprehended this guy? They probably would have sent a robot in like they did the cop down in the guy in Dallas. They could have did anything, but to sit there and wait it seems to me they were anticipating some more people to die. You know what I'm saying? And what that does is it increases, the topic on the AR-15 as far as military protection. Mm-hmm. It increases, build that wall so that no more Mexicans can come across. Right. I mean, it's just so many hurtful things because it's like they disregarded those children.
They did.
They disregarded those children
and the two teachers. I feel like they did the whole community a disservice.
I think they did the whole nation a disservice.
Yeah.
Because we needed somebody to go get our kids. They're not my kids, but having 3 kids that have been through elementary school, you paranoid just dropping them off every day.
Right.
Every time there's a thunderstorm or tornado, you paranoid.
Right.
And to know that there's an active shooter in your building and your kids are helpless, and to tell you the truth, the guy that came in there was a kid. You know what I'm saying? And he shot those kids like he was on a video game.
Right.
And that's so sad because they have video of police officers in the hallway hearing these shots, hearing these kids scream, and did absolutely nothing.
Every last one of them need to be fired.
I mean, I would probably want to go in and sacrifice myself to make sure the better good for somebody's kid. Right. But if everybody stood down, everybody was obedient to their superior officer, that don't sit right with me.
No, somebody gonna pay because they're not gonna let this one go.
They can't let it go. It has to be another example.
Yeah, because that's just it's just disgusting to me, and I even get sometimes it gets to me so bad if I walk in the room and hear them talking about it, I have to change the channel and do something because it's just so much. And I know it's facts and it's real life, but it's just so heartbreaking.
It is.
To me.
It is. And you got to imagine that whole community, that whole school district. It's just,
right.
Even when I heard that, my heart just like, oh man, because your first thing you think about is your family.
Right.
You think about every school that your nieces and nephews or your kids go to. And my thing is, it has happened at different schools, but the urgency for you to get in there was so delayed. Mm-hmm. It hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I titled this show, This is America. This is the America that everybody loves and want to come to. Really?
Yeah.
You really want to come over here, really?
Praying for the parents out in Uvalde, man.
Yeah, my heart goes out to him. And they said Governor Abbott, he didn't even bother to go to not now funeral. Not nary a one.
Nary a one?
Not nary a funeral did he go to.
Oh man.
Sad. Yeah, and like when you were mentioning about the border, that was another thing I wanted to talk about. Whatever happened to all the displaced families? Paul Thomas said in Warren versus DC, SCOTUS said the police don't have to protect citizens. Mm-hmm. Really? Interesting, yeah. Paul. Thank you.
And like I said, they all have superiors. So locally, you know what I'm saying, their job, you know what I'm saying, they got to make that call on themselves. And now we got to put pressure on them from the Supreme Court to say, hey, why aren't you doing your job?
Right, that's your job. Your job is to protect and serve. You did neither one.
Yeah.
So you ain't protecting, you ain't serving, and you out here just killing black folks for sport. So,
hey, look here. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm having a hard time understanding. If a shooting goes on in downtown Dallas or somewhere like that, there's so many police, helicopters. They got some little tractor-looking truck now. It looks like a Hummer they bring in.
Right.
And it's like they come in with urgency because they feel like that there is a threat.
There's a threat, right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's...
And then another thing that pisses me off is that, okay, every time somebody not of black or Hispanic descent, y'all take them, they not dead. They still here. They still get to go serve their sentence or whatever they got to do. But when it's us, you got to kill them dead.
You got to kill them dead. That's how much of a threat. That's how much of a threat.
What is wrong with shooting somebody in the leg or the arm? Or the something. Why you gotta go straight for the chest to kill? Why are they taking people out? You can't tell me that in your training, well, maybe it is in their training that it's just shoot to kill. Mm-hmm. I don't understand why it will be in your training to shoot to kill. Why can't you just harm? Get them down. You can take them down without killing them.
Yeah, they could have did that with the guy in Uvalde. But they didn't. I mean, you're not saying take him down, but shoot him in the leg. They could have did something.
Yeah.
But when there's someone blessed with ebony hue, they go in with the threat
Right.
that he's superhuman, that he's almost invincible, and they feel like they got to give everything they got to make sure that this guy won't live. And that's what scares us as black men, as black fathers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not that we're scared. I'm not a gun toter. I still believe strongly no weapon formed against me shall prosper. But the guy next to me don't believe it. And guys take him out. You know what I'm saying? Police officers take him out, and they don't get reprimanded for it. They get promotions. They get relocated.
Yeah.
These same people that kill black people with no conscience
For
are
sport.
the same people that's pro-life.
Exactly. And that's what I don't understand. How are you pro-life, but you just up here shooting at black folks for sport? Like, I don't understand. Paul said you are trying to eliminate the threat. I don't see that eliminate. Yeah.
But we are the threat. I mean, the little kid, the Rittenhouse kid that shot those people during the protest, they protected him. You know what I'm saying? And he went through the trial and he came out like he was a hero. For one, he didn't have no business there without supervision. For two, he didn't have no reason with a gun. For
Right.
three, he crossed state lines. And you mean to tell me y'all gonna put enough money together, raise enough money, get enough counsel for him to walk away and then be on the Tonight Show like he's a celebrity?
Yep. Yeah.
That hurt me. That hurt my soul.
It's very hurtful, and that's why I wanted to have this conversation, because I'm so sick. I have so much stuff weighing on my heart. I just feel so like I'm walking around so heavy because it's just so much going around, and it never stops.
Yeah.
And it makes me think, Lord, what is going? When we were growing up in school, they always said, the end is near. The day the rapture is about to come, and I really feel like that. I'm like, Lord, how much else can we take?
Yeah.
I mean, they trying to wipe out a whole culture.
Yeah. But it's spiritual warfare too. So we are protected.
It is spiritual warfare.
Yeah,
Right.
so it's going on. It's a private war. It's just what it is, a silent war. And we're not as prepared as we think we should be. But the day of reckoning is coming.
And what happened to all I haven't heard any more about all those kids that were displaced at the border, when Trump was in office and he had the border patrol.
Yeah.
Sent out, and all these kids got displaced for their families. What happened to all these kids?
I think they had something going on with that. As far as like the ones that was at the border that were in detainment. I think they were like relocating their families and stuff like that. I may be wrong. I think I have heard that.
But we haven't heard about it.
But that's the thing about it. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to make major news when you...
Yeah, why is it not making news? I want to know what happened to all these kids.
Yeah.
That concerns me, because y'all had them in these cages and fences.
Yeah.
And, and they were defecating on them. They had no bathrooms. I'm like, what is this? This is America?
This is America. Can you imagine being a president?
This is America.
Can you imagine being a president, President Kim Keaton, and you first get in office, and this is what you got to deal with? Everything that this guy before us, what you almost called him Chester Cheetah, but everything that he did, you have to either change or reverse everything that he did, because he left so much nonsense on the table.
So much, and then those Republicans are doing it. They fighting him at it's like they block it. They like on the basketball court. No, block that.
Oh, did you see
Block
the thing?
that.
Did you see the thing about Amendment 31?
No, what is Amendment 31?
Where they had the opportunity to identify, eradicate, and discuss the terrorist groups. And they had on the table for the KKK and white supremacist groups or whatever, and all the Republicans, not one, all of them voted against it. They voted against it because they didn't want us to interrogate, discuss, and eradicate the history of the Ku Klux Klan and white supremacist groups. So that lets me know, if you're doing that, you're protecting that.
Absolutely.
And if we get some information on them, we're exposing everybody.
Absolutely.
I think it's time.
I'm ready for it. It's definitely time. I just be praying, Lord, please expose everybody. And I even thought back to what my mom said when Trump got in office. She was saying there's a reason that he won.
Yeah.
I kept saying, Lord, why? What in the world? Why would you let this man become president? And see, now I feel like, she was right. Well, he had to become president because the whole world needed to see who he really is.
Not just him, everybody that put him in office.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like she said everybody needed to see who he really was. I said, that dog your mama used right.
Kim, let me ask you a question, Kim. On the KFLO show, this is Mario. Hey, how do you feel about friends in politics? Like, not in, you have friends, co-workers,
Mm-hmm.
people that you grow up with that are from a different party or represent a different party. And then you have like discussions at work about what's going on and they have a totally different view. How do you feel about that?
Well, I'm not at work anymore. I'm working from home. Thank
Okay.
God. But I don't. Hey, Denisha. Oh, she made it. So we got Paul on the line watching. What's up, Paul Thomas? And we got my dear friend, Miss Denisha Lucky Jefferson. Hey, girl.
Pastor
Um.
PDT.
Mm-hmm. You know what, Mario? I really don't have those issues.
Oh my God. I got them.
I really don't.
Every job I go to, I got them. And they stand strong and they get real funny during the election season. They get real funny. And you know what? I work in the gratuity industry. When I worked in the hotel industry, now I'm a professional chauffeur, so I drive. And when things go on and changes happen overnight, boy, they be in their feelings. They be upset. They just have a lot going on because they really, really, you know what I'm saying, are strong on this racism.
Mm-hmm.
And they
Now,
just,
I'm gonna tell you what was uncomfortable when George Floyd died.
yes.
I think we were still at work. Now, I don't know if they felt uncomfortable, but I felt very uncomfortable about every white person
I
that I
did.
crossed. Like I just couldn't help but feel some type of way.
Yeah.
Because
Understandable.
I don't know what they, we don't. It was in a work environment, so we don't have those conversations. I don't even know if we're allowed to have those conversations. But it's just like I just felt some type of way, and I couldn't help it because I'm a black woman, and
Yeah.
y'all killing up our black males, and so it just, I don't know, and I can't say that anybody on my job is racist. I don't know, but
Yeah.
it was very, I felt very uncomfortable just to
Yeah.
you know, talk to somebody of a different race. Yeah,
I
it put
get
me in
it.
a really bad place.
I'm telling you, the pandemic really they needed us to be at home while all that was going on.
You ain't lying.
Cause hey, it would have went down, down, down.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Cause I feel like some of them right now be that close to, you know what I'm saying. And I know I have a little self control, and I ask for the Holy Spirit to guide me. But a lot of times they get really, really close, and I thank God that I don't snap. But I be close. I be there.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I haven't been in a situation where I was gonna snap. Thank you. And what else did I want to talk about? I wanted to mention because you brought out the border patrol. Did we ever talk about that? How they let all those was it who? What country was that fled over here not too long ago, and they let them all in?
Was it
And
Ukraine
people come
or
in.
was it Ukraine, or you talking about something from Central America? Or
I can't remember. I can't even remember. It's been so much going on. But then a few months later, the same thing happened with the Haitians,
yeah,
and
and
they
they didn't
sent
want to let
out
them in.
right. They sent out
Yeah,
horses and whips and stuff. And I was like, "Are you kidding me? Y'all just let a whole nother country come over here. Y'all was taking them in. It was all on the news. Everybody
sending money on
just
support,
sending
everything.
money. We need your help. Taking families, taking people over here, taking in whole families from other countries, strangers that you don't know. But then a few months later, the Haitians come and it's like, oh no,
This is
what
a this is America,
America?
and
It just
we are seeing this repeatedly. We see this,
repeatedly.
and you we gotta get tired enough of it. Like they have so many people supporting their lies, supporting their evil ways, and we can't get enough people together to prove them wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's like if we can get together, it'll expose the light on them. But as long as we separate, as long as we're divided, we're gonna end up on separate ends, disagreeing on the same thing, but not coming together to change things.
Right, and it also, and this is crazy off the subject, but it reminds me when OJ was on trial.
Yeah,
At that point, I don't care if he did it or not.
yeah,
I was just glad y'all didn't kill him.
Yeah.
I'm glad he got away. Whether he did it or not, okay, well that's one for us, and y'all, that's 1,000,000 to 1 because
Yeah.
y'all always get off.
Yeah. And that was that one they gave us. They'll give
Yeah,
us
y'all
one.
gave us that one. Thank you. We'll
Yeah.
take it. And we'll
And
take it. Whether he did it or not.
yeah, for real.
Uh, we
This is
got
America.
Brittney Griner. I'm praying for Brittney Griner. Like
Brittney
Jesus Christ, Brittney
Brittney
Griner.
Griner, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, bless her heart. She's 7 foot black woman over there, and they're intimidated.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they're probably looking at her as as a black angry giant. I don't know, but I just
Yeah.
feel for her in that situation because they're using her as an example.
They are. And that's what they do in war times. It's the war, there are rules of war games. There's ways that they do that, but let's talk about accountability, Brittney. You know what I'm saying? Like really, you are traveling across, international waters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what you have on your person, you're going to be held accountable for. And because we're in this situation, it's been magnified.
Yeah.
I want people to support her, and I want people to make sure that she gets here safely.
Yeah, we want her back.
But at the end of the day, how many basketball players go over there and play basketball, make their money, and then travel back?
Right.
And you mean to tell me this time you travel back, you have something that you're not supposed to have? Right. You know what I'm saying? Are you above the law, above the Russian law? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm blaming her for her actions, but
is what she have, is it legal here and just not legal there? That's what I don't know.
That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? You have to act accordingly. Yeah, it might be legal in Denver, Colorado. You might can have a pen with CDC, THC, all that in it, and it's okay. Mm-hmm. But when you travel to Texas, it's illegal.
Okay.
So if you're traveling to Russia, you know what I'm saying?
Sean, your wife on Mario.
Hey, and you got something. When you pack your bag and you got to go through customs. It's inevitable. Not only do you got to go through customs there, you got to go through customs here.
Right.
So it's inevitable. So let's be smart about it because we have to travel internationally, but do we have to travel with our vice?
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going somewhere. I'm leaving town tomorrow, and I was trying to figure out, can I take my alarm that's on my key? Because sometimes they would take your the spray.
Yeah.
I used to have one of those, and you couldn't even go into a concert with that.
Yeah.
Or one time I had it and had to, I think I was going, I don't know if it was an airport or somewhere, and I had to trash it. I'm like, man, I paid good money for that.
Now you got to get you another one when you get there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because if you've ever sprayed mace or pepper spray, I remember when I was in high school, a guy got some pepper spray and he sprayed a little bit in the corner. It cleared out 3 classrooms.
Really?
Man, I've
never actually sprayed it.
Don't do it. And just imagine police spray it to people in their face. Don't do it. You see people drinking milk, putting water on their face, putting milk on their face. They're in a trance for hours. You know what I'm saying? And then you have military trained people, Pastor PDT probably can attest to this, that get sprayed in their training because there's a possibility that they may get hit with it. So they have to increase their tolerance for that. But that itself is so strong, they're not going to let that come across the border. You know what I'm saying? If you're traveling on the plane, you just have to get one when you get there. You can get them at any academy or any sports store. You can get them, you know what I'm saying, in different places that have them. So you don't even want to get caught up at the airport. Not right now anyway.
Right, yeah, especially not right now.
And have safe travels, Queen.
Yeah, I'm hoping. Yeah, we gonna be all right. I don't know. I already started praying. We gonna safe travels there and back.
All right.
I'm going to see Miss Jackson.
Janet Jackson.
Yeah, what other Jackson? What other Jackson? I can't even.
I'm sorry, I forgot you're a huge Janet Jackson fan. I love her too.
I've been trying to get in touch with Daniel. He ain't responding. He act like that sometimes. So.
But you know what? The musicians on the road they be clogged up. They be tied up. So I gotta respect what they do.
I respect what he do. I'll reach out to him later.
Take some pictures because we be living vicariously through you.
I think this time I just want to live in the moment.
Live in the moment.
I don't know if I'm gonna take pictures. I might if I get a little excited, but I just really want to just take in the moment.
Enjoy yourself.
Let me see what else I got. I was gonna talk about slavery because that's a trauma. I don't think I want to go into that. We already talked about Trump. And you know, I do want to mention there's a show on. It's on who? Well, it's on right now, but I don't know if you've ever seen it. But it's called All Rise,
Yes, I've
and
seen
it's
that.
with the Black Judge. What that is the best show. I actually watch it every night just to calm my nerves. Now what's going on right now because I'm a little behind is that they're showing when the pandemic first happened.
Yeah, so they all got the
So
masks and
I got on
the
masks,
shields. Yeah.
the shields and stuff, and then in this one episode where people are out protesting, and there's a little girl who gets approached by this white cop, and of
Hmm.
course he ready to shoot, and she's trying to tell him, "I don't have anything, I wasn't doing anything," and she was going to pull out her ID. Well, the judge just happened to be driving
I
through.
remember that.
You
Yeah.
remember that?
Yeah.
And she jumped out the car and got in front of the little girl. And then she got, handcuffed.
Yeah.
And I just thought, man, I can't even watch this at night because I watched this show. And my point was, I watch that show at night to kind of, calm my nerves and bring me down because it's such a good, positive show. And I
Yeah.
said, man, I can't even watch that right now because it's just so much going on. And that topic just adds to
They
everything
were
that's going on in my head.
they were in the moment. They had a season that was starting during the pandemic, so they was kind of ahead of a lot of shows, with episodes of them in the pandemic, wearing the mask, wearing the shields, and things like that. So they were in the moment. They were on current events, and I remember that
Exactly.
episode. I
Yeah,
remember that
exactly.
episode too.
Yeah, so if y'all don't watch All Rise, go watch All Rise. It's so good. Let's see what else I want to talk about. I think that was pretty much it. I really just wanted to talk through some stuff and get some stuff off my chest,
Get it off. This
get
is
it out of
America.
my head,
This
and
is
get it.
America.
This is America. I think. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad for the freedoms that I have. I know there's stuff that we don't go through, that other countries go through. We have freedom of religion. We can praise God
Yeah.
and do all these things. Without anything happen to us. So I'm very thankful for that. But it's just this is America. That Childish Gambino song, baby. When he did that, he did that.
Yeah.
The video and everything. I just thought
Very
it
creative. Very
was
creative.
very creative and very on time. Very poignant. Poig. I can't say it, but I can spell it. Poignant.
You said it, poignant.
Poignant
Yeah.
for the time. So I think that was it. I do have other few notes here, but they are like way off topic, so I'm not even gonna do that.
Well, we can talk about this inflation. Man, they throwing up prices on everything.
But the gas is going down.
It's going down.
The gas is going down. Yeah.
Gas is going down, but everything else is going
Everything
up.
else is going up. Yeah, I paid, I don't know, $6 and something for something that I normally pay around $3 for. I was like,
Man, I'm hearing people paying 18 to 2,000 for one bedroom apartments.
oh well, yeah. Yeah. Speaking of apartments, I got a little situation right now. This little girl living with me, she about to get put all the way out. Talked to her dad today. I'm like, sir, you better have a conversation with her. Because I'm talked out. I'm good. I'm good with conversations. That's why my show is called Conversations.
Conversations
So
with
if I can't
KFLO.
do nothing, I can talk.
Yeah.
So I'm all talked out at this point.
Yeah.
I don't care how much it costs. I don't care how many days she work a week. I don't care what her car note, nothing is. But if you don't get yourself together, be put all the way out.
Oh, gotta go, gotta go.
I mean, don't want to follow rules. I'm a very clean person. My house is clean. We don't leave food and trash and stuff laying around. We don't do that. This is a clean household. And this is the thing that I was having a conversation with my mom. I said, we told her this stuff before she came. Yeah. It's not like this ain't her first time in my house. Right? And I don't have any kids. I know you have kids, but see, I've never
They about to get put out too. They about to get put out.
I never popped the kid out. So I can't say that I don't have motherly, instincts or anything like that. I think I would have made a great parent. But this is my first time actually dealing with a child, and she's not mine. So really, I'm not responsible for you.
Yeah.
And really, you don't have to live here rent free.
Yeah.
You know? And
Yeah.
you're gonna walk around in here and not speak or leave, leave out without saying bye and just show up without saying you on your way. All that type of foolery. Child,
That, that's a
we
that's
don't do that.
that's an age thing. They do that at a certain age, and then it's like when they, like the way that we thought that we used to grow up. You couldn't even walk in the room without speaking.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, they don't. They don't know them rules. They don't. They
But
don't.
she's not. Here's my point, though, Mario. She's not retarded.
Yeah, I
Right,
understand.
she's a very intelligent young girl.
Yeah.
She's book smart. She don't have a lot of a lot of common sense, but she's very book smart. So I know your comprehension works fine.
Yeah.
So for me to have to tell, I shouldn't have to tell you over and over and over and over and
So
over
what?
again.
So what you saying is past a teachable moment.
Yeah, this is no longer a teachable moment. This is you just flat out not gonna do. You gonna do what you want to do.
You don't disregard everything.
Just disregard everything that's being told to you, just cause you feel like you're grown and girl,
I'm gonna pray for you about that.
pray for me, cause I'll put her on that curb and tell her good luck.
I'm gonna pray for her too.
Good luck, man. Yeah, pray for her.
Yeah.
Cause I feel like as long as you got transportation and a job to go to, you can figure everything else out. I did.
Yeah. That's the thing. We did.
I did.
Figured it
I
out.
had to figure it out. I'm not saying that I didn't have people to lean on at times because I did. I
Yeah.
had my mom, I have, my aunts,
Mhm.
and they let me, stay when I, didn't have myself together. But the
Yeah.
one thing I did was I'm gonna respect your house. You don't have to lift a finger when I'm living here. I'm gonna wash the dishes. I'm gonna sweep. I'm gonna mop the floor. You ain't gotta ask me to do nothing. And I'm gonna slide you a little cash when I get my check.
That's your expectation.
Right? So yeah, I expect you to do the same. Pick up a broom. Because I'm not charging you nothing. I'm not charging you $3 a bottle of water.
Let me tell you what mine tell me. I ain't never heard, so I shouldn't have to clean up, not knowing that every time they do something, they leave a mess.
I mean, every time she eats, she leave a mess, and she don't bother to look behind her and see to clean it up. I mean, nothing. And then she got mad because she came in here the other day, Mario, and ate something, and she only washed her bowl and her plate and went to sleep. Guess who woke her up? Get your behind up in here and wash the rest of these 5 dishes that's in the sink that you just left.
We're gonna pray for you. We're gonna pray that you don't go off.
I'm not going off. I'm just gonna say good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck to you, ma'am. I've
This
done all I can
Hey,
do.
this is America.
This is America. Figure it out.
Hashtag this is America. I'm be saying that all week now.
All right, I'm done venting. Mario, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you
on,
for
Ellie.
having me.
Yes,
Thank you.
I know this wasn't one of those, fun, shows that I normally do, but I just wanted to talk.
All right, I appreciate you being patient with me. I'm Fred Flintstone in this George Jetson era, and I can't figure out technology for nothing, but I appreciate you being patient with me, running the test run so we can actually be successful with this show.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, Facebook literally this morning kicked me out. So it caused all of the streaming and everything just to go all the way dark. And I was like, what in the world?
I'm telling you, they trying to control the media that's getting out about this trial. They trying to make sure that everybody don't spread the word like they are. You know what I'm saying? They really are. They trying to control all the social media. There's so many things that's being leaked. There's so many things that are getting out. There's so many conversations and interviews that are being had about this. Oh man, they trying to control that because they see that it's gonna go viral.
Okay, I guess that's what it was, because when I tell you I was getting all these notifications saying that it appears that your account has been hacked. No, it ain't. It's me.
That same thing happened on January 6th. On January 6th, that joker crashed. There was so many people online about that. It literally crashed.
Well, I'm glad we was up and running. Paul said I'm old school. You doggone right, Paul. I'm
Yeah.
old school with a little bit of new school. Just a little bit. But for the most, like 90% of me is old school. The other 10% is new school.
Yeah, I love me some Paul. He old school as he get, man. And that's what I like about him, because I'm old school. But it's so funny because he has the vernacular of the old school, and it just tickles me.
Mm-hmm.
It tickles me every day.
Yeah, we know you old school all the way 100%.
Hey, look here. I'm all pure and natural, no additives, no preservatives.
You know, that's what I'm talking about. Mario, get off my podcast.
All right, appreciate it, Kim. You have a good
All
one.
right, I
Love
had a
y'all.
good time, and I will talk to you soon, sir.
I already love you.
All right, bye.
Bye bye.
That's new school.